Okay. I am here. Live
Fonzy on the mic.
and direct, okay? In the middle of Atlanta.
Welcome to the bridge.
This man needs no
Real
introduction.
stories live forever.
Philly2Litty, how you doing, my good brother?
Yeah, late nights, hard times, pain too deep. Yeah, FFTV, bring the whole city.
Is Gucci a snitch?
You gotta do what's best for you.
Right? You do gotta do what's best for you.
Got a question for you, man.
Talk to me.
When the studio coming, man? Maybe a radio station or something, I don't know. But I just got that vision, man.
FFTV got the whole world tuned now. Yeah. Mic in my hand like a voice for the trenches. Built this platform from losses and lessons.
FFTV. Okay. I am here. Live and direct, okay? In the middle of Atlanta. You see it right here behind me. But that's not actually the important part. The most important part is who I'm here with. And this man needs no introduction, because if you don't know who he is, that's on you, okay? Philly2Litty, how you doing, my good brother?
I'm doing great. How you doing, man?
Man, another day in Atlanta.
Nah, facts.
Another day in Atlanta, man. You know, I've been knowing you for a nice little minute now.
Yes, sir.
I've done interviewed you a couple of times. You've been on the station, but we never did a sit down.
Now that's true. We really never had.
Never really a sit
Just
down.
want some quick interview in and out, you know.
We was at an event somewhere. You always doing something. You the biggest celebrity I know, dog.
For real?
In my phone, when they ask me who's the biggest celebrity, I pull up Philly.
I don't feel like a celebrity, man. I just feel like a regular person, man.
Of course you can. Of course you can. Yes, you can.
I'm my auntie and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm my auntie.
But you know, you're moving around, man, and you're always doing something. So let's bring the people into exactly who you are and what you have going on, right? Okay. Now, the last time I brought you on, we did an IG, well, not the last time, but one of the first times I brought you on, we did an IG live, and you told everybody you were from Florida.
Yeah.
Right?
Born and raised, man.
Exactly. But I don't think we explained, which we kind of did, but we didn't get into it.
Yeah.
Why are you Philly?
Because that's my name. So my first name is Philemon.
Okay.
It's in the Bible, if you know what I'm saying. Growing up, my nickname was Phil or Philly.
Okay.
So that's where I get Philly from. You know what I'm saying? And then my supporters kind of made my name.
Yeah.
That's where the 2Litty came from, because I was just always late on social media and stuff like that. But it was like before social media, it was just Philly_30. That's it.
You know
what's where I get Philly from.
You know what's crazy about that is, didn't you used to live in Philly though?
Nah, I never lived in Philly.
Never?
No. I've been there one time. I got flown out to do a podcast out there.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. What did
time.
they ask you? Did they ask you about your name?
They did. Every time I get a new follower or something, people be like, yo, you from Philly? I'm like, bro, that's my name. They be like, bro, how is your name Philly if you're not from Philly? I'm like, if my name was Canada, would I if I was from Canada,
that's
my
a good
name
point.
Canada, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
a good point. That's a good point.
But I get it all the time, man. I ain't gonna lie.
The videographer Carlton Banks, right? Shout out to Carlton. But when I first met him, he told me his name wasn't Carlton, and I'm like, what? How is your name? You're literally known Carlton Banks, bruh. He was like, Fonz. Is that your name?
Exactly.
I'm like, nah, you about right. Okay, so let's break it down a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Let's bring it to the social media part, because everybody always asks me when they find out that I know you or that we come into close correspondence, they always be like, how did he get so popping? Like, how did you get so popular? So let's break it down, right? Because I think I know about the skits. I know about the group. You know, I know about who you're with.
Yeah.
And how all of y'all are lit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let you tell your story. So what's your social media story? What's your claim to fame?
So you know the new Philly, basically. So like let's flash back to before social media. So boom. Born and raised in Florida, Fort Pierce, Florida, you know what I'm saying? I was a dancer, bro. Hit them folks, 2016 type of dancer / choreography dancer. I was in a group with me, my brother, and my two homeboys from church. We started a dance crew, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like the Jabberwockies. performing in our church, birthday parties. Then we moved into like background dancing for concerts and stuff like that. Then we did Miami Heat halftime show. I was in middle school, you know what I'm saying? Then fast forward a little bit, social media, not social media, what's it called? COVID happened.
Yeah.
Couldn't perform.
Yeah.
Stuck in the house. I hopped on TikTok, bro. I was on TikTok like a few months before like the whole shutdown. I was on there making little, you know what I'm saying, dance videos here and there. They weren't popping for real. They was just doing regular numbers. Then I was already a little bit funny. I was like the funny kid in the family.
Yeah.
Started making funny videos, and then 10K views, 30K views, 100K, million, and then the followers just started pouring in, bro. And then, yeah, I started making skits, bro. And that's how I got into social media, bro.
The skits are what a lot of people now, like you say, the new Philly, a lot of people would know. But I'm with you. I knew you first from the dancing.
Yeah.
And from Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
Plus, like I said, I knew a lot of the people that's around you.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that a little bit, because you mentioned your brother. Your brother's actually one of the most popping DJs in the city.
Yeah.
Right? So let's kind of talk about that. Did that come from you? Was that something that was already associated with? Like, talk to me about that.
To be honest, we're like musically inclined, because I played the bass guitar, my brother played the drums. So like music is kind of like was our first love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, before dancing.
Yeah.
Same thing, COVID. He had like a little practice DJ board. He was just DJing almost every day during quarantine on TikTok Live and just playing music, and then he just learned from that. And then I picked up the microphone because he don't really like talking on the mic, so we just became a duo like that. That's how I started hosting events. You feel me?
Yeah.
I hopped on the mic, he on the DJ board, and then rest is history for real. You know, we got into the sneaker conventions from my homeboy, who's also a DJ, that I met through dancing, actually. Bro, my story's kind of crazy, bro. So I gotta go back a little bit again. So
Okay.
From the dancing, me and my brother, we were doing like, my whole dance crew, we was like in the trampoline world. So we had a trampoline park in my city called Flying Panda. We'd pull up when they had events. With my homeboy, who's a DJ, he would come from out of state, you feel me, out of town. And we just come turn up and stuff. That's how we built a relationship. And then once the COVID stuff happened, it shifted us into, you know, the DJ and hosting realm / content realm. And that's what kind of like made us use our network to funnel into a whole nother avenue of like, you know, income and business and entrepreneurship for real. That's really how I became I guess a serial entrepreneur. Yeah, so I do the content, I do the hosting. My brother's the DJ. Yeah, it's just weird how everything just kind of played a role just from COVID. You feel me?
Well, you know, a lot of people kind of had that kind of story too, where COVID, even though it was a bad thing, it started a lot of their new adventures, especially entrepreneurship wise, because you ain't had no choice, right? You was stuck in the house. Nobody could work. If you was gonna make some money, it had to be an entrepreneurship route.
Facts, man. Like, COVID really got me to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm from a small city, bro. About this big, man.
Yeah.
It's like a handful of people really make it out.
Yeah.
And we one of the handfuls, man.
Let's talk about that a little bit though, because like you are from Florida, you know, and Florida has a huge music scene, huge just entertainment scene all the way around.
Yeah.
So, you know, what pushed you to come to Atlanta instead of sticking by the hometown?
Okay, so basically, me and my brother, we'd while we were still dancing, we would travel to Atlanta for like a dance competition, right? That we would just come pull up and watch, like dance battles, basically. With like a lot of dancers from around the world. And we had a homeboy who was already into the social media world. Like, he was doing skits. He probably had like, 300,000 followers already. So we told him we were going to Atlanta. He's like, oh, let me tag along. He tagged along with us. We did the dance event. Then he got invited to some event called Collab Thursday that you pretty heard of. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that's where I met other creators who are in the creative space, and I wasn't really in that avenue. I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of young people making money off their phones, off of videos.
Yeah.
Which was so crazy.
Yeah.
And then I also met, who's my manager now, Keith Dorsey, who owns Collab Studios as well. I met him out there too, way before I was like really in the content space and stuff like that. So that's how I kind of just was open to the world of content and social media and stuff like that. You feel me? So after that trip, got home, like, dang, bro, that was fun, you feel me? So every time I seen an event in Atlanta, me and my brother, we literally drive to Atlanta 7 hours, almost bi-monthly, or like every other month we would just be in Atlanta, just networking, working, building our relationship with people, till it got to the point where my brother was like, yo, Phil, you trying to move to Atlanta? I was like, shoot, I'm down. So my brother, what he did was he started applying for apartments and stuff like that. Just randomly started applying for apartments. I wasn't ready to leave, I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? But I was like, I'm down to go.
Yeah.
So mind you, I was in a relationship at the time back home, so it was just kind of like, if I just up and leave, like, dang,
Yeah.
Flip, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And bro, probably like a month after he applied for some apartments, he's like, yo, we got approved.
Oh, put that flex on you when you ain't had no choice.
Nah, facts. I'm like, dang, bro, we got approved and stuff like that. And at this time, I was making a lot of money off social media. I was on a contract with the app Triller.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was getting paid monthly.
Shout out to Triller. Yeah.
Shout out to Triller for real.
Yeah.
So, you know, bread was coming in. I was working 2 jobs at the time too, so had no bills either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I was just like, yo, we got approved. I told my parents, hey, we're gonna move to Atlanta for work, you know what I'm saying? And then, boom, we hit the road. We packed everything, hit the road, and we in Atlanta, bro. And all the network, you know, we done before then, we just
Paid off.
Yeah, bro, it paid off for real.
That's a lesson right there, though, for everybody who wants to start doing it.
Yeah.
Really, just do it, right? Just do it.
Do it.
Yeah, because the stories all come in continuance.
Yes.
The story can't ever be finished if it was never started. So, you know, so let's talk about that, right? Because you're coming off some huge skits. So let's throw out one. You were just with the most famous Crip Mac, right? Doing skits with Crip Mac.
Shout out Crip Mac, bro.
Let's talk about that. How did that come about?
So we was in Cali for some family stuff. My girl, she had some family stuff going. Her sister was like, you know, a senior and stuff like that.
Right.
And we was out there with like a few other friends who are also in the content space. Basically, she was in communication with Crip Mac, and then it was like, hey, y'all pull up to, you know, the brand Awful Lot of Cough Syrup.
Of course.
Yeah. So
Desco, shout out to Desco.
He was at his warehouse, and we pulled up on him, made some skits, and then
That's hard.
we dropped the skit, went viral.
That's hard. That's hard. And you know, a lot of times you don't get to see that type of thing happen because everybody's so money hungry these days.
Yeah.
Right?
And he was a humble dude.
So talk about that. Talk about the collab itself, right? Talk about, because I want people to understand that there is a narrative out there where people are working together.
Nah, facts. To be honest, it's like, for all creators, like, you know, if you got one of those celebrities or bigger creators that you want to collab with, bro, just come with that idea, you feel me?
Yeah.
Because not, like, every idea is a good idea, I mean, it's just how you know what I'm saying, put it out there.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask them, hey, can we collab on this? Here's the idea. Because, like, bro, when I was first coming out here in Atlanta, I had barely no followers. I was, you know, approaching people with, like, a huge following. I'm like, yo, I got this idea. Like, oh, that's fire. Let's do it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Least I can say is no. At least you asked.
That's
you know
true.
What I'm saying? And that's kind of how it was with bro. I was like, I pulled up. I wasn't even gonna collab or like do a skit because at the time I'm like, I took a little break from social media. You feel me? Focus on other stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, I got an idea. Told him, he's like, yeah, let's do it. You know, he's loud. He's like, yeah, bro, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's how he was. And then we shot the skit.
Yeah.
One take.
That's hard.
Posted it.
That's
you know
hard.
And there we go.
Well, I want to put you on the fire a little bit.
Yeah, let's
let's put you on the fire a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Let's talk about some of these current events. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk Gucci first, man. Is Gucci a snitch or not?
To be honest, I don't know too much of the story, but you gotta do what's best for you.
Right? You do gotta do what's best for you. You know, I always say, right, there's certain things that can't happen, right? You see this jury, y'all see this jury? It is insured, okay? Insured. So if you rob me, I'm calling the police.
Hey,
because
bro.
I'm getting my back.
Exactly, bro.
Do you hear me? Now, I'm not making excuses for Gucci. I'm just saying, me personally, you rob me, I'ma let you go. Go on, have it. You can
Do your thing, you feel me?
you can have it.
do your thing.
But just know I'm calling the police because I need that police report. So when I get to the insurance man, they giving me my stuff back.
Exactly. Like, to be honest, a lot of people keep calling them a snitch or not a snitch, bro. I say just put yourself in that person's shoes, man. What would you do in that situation? I ain't gonna call him a snitch. I ain't gonna call him not a snitch because I don't know his side of the story. I don't know the other nigga's side of the story, but all I know is, bro, just put yourself in that person's shoes.
Right.
That's how I put it.
Right.
For real.
Right. Okay. So let's talk about Tay's beauty.
Yeah.
Okay. Cause
That's my dog.
for sure.
Yeah.
Right? So I want to know because a lot of people ask me because they think that I know y'all whole crew. So I got to ask you to represent for the whole crew.
Yeah.
When y'all are doing those skits where she walking up to somebody, right? And she do the phone thing, this boy just eating my ass tonight. Is it planned? Or are those walk-ups? You're speaking for all the people in the skits world right now.
I'm speaking for everybody.
Speaking for everybody.
All I can tell you is, you just gotta be there, bro.
Gotta be there.
You just gotta be there. I'm gonna let her speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna set up an interview.
Okay.
With y'all too, and she can answer that question. For herself.
Okay.
'Cause I've seen the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? What's what? I'm gonna just let her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I love
save
it. I
for
love
her
it.
to say it.
All respect out of there. Okay, so KJ.
Yeah.
Let's talk KJ
My
for a
brother,
second.
man.
Okay. So KJ, which if y'all don't know, which y'all should know.
KJ Supreme, man. Shout
Yeah,
out my brother, man.
yeah. You'll see. I'm gonna pop up the Instagrams and all that so y'all see. Let's talk about him for a second because he's got some very funny skits also. Okay,
Thanks.
so when it comes to the skits, where are y'all getting this from? Do y'all come up with this yourselves, or is it something that is just like, you know what, I seen this, so I'm gonna do this, and then hey team, huddle up, let's do this?
Okay, so a lot of it be 50-50, I ain't gonna lie. So sometimes you'll see a video online, we'll be like, hey bro, this is funny, but we could do this better. You feel me? Other times we just be chilling, laughing. It'll be regular conversation, be like, y'all, that's a skit. And we get up and just film it.
That's hard.
That's a lot of my skits. That's how it's been. Like I would be chilling with my homeboys, or it'd be like real life, you know what I'm saying, experiences that we turn into videos.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. Okay, so let's take a little bit off the fire for a second,
Yeah.
okay? So as we kind of finish up a little bit, let's talk about some of your accomplishments because we see you everywhere, not just skits, but also hosting,
Yeah.
right? Because that's how I met you. I actually met you hosting, doing shoe events, and you're in the fashion real. As y'all see my boy dripped out today,
Man, this
okay?
life, man, this ain't nothing.
Dripped out today. So let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about some of like the hobbies. What are some of your hobbies that you're doing on the side that most people don't know about?
Okay, on the side, dang, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot. Music is one. I play the bass guitar, so when I'm bored and I got nothing to do, man, I'm just practicing a new song because I used to play in the church.
That's
So
hard.
when I moved out here, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of, they already got musicians, so I'm just chilling. You feel me?
Yeah.
What else I'm doing? Video games.
Yeah.
Here and there.
Oh, video games? Okay, so let's talk about the video games for a second.
Yeah.
What video games you on?
I ain't gonna lie. Lately, I've been playing a lot of Fortnite.
Okay.
My girl, she play Fortnite, so
Okay.
we be playing.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. But like, you know, when I was really in the game, I was playing GTA,
Okay.
Call of Duty,
Okay.
a little bit of 2K here and there, Madden.
Are you on the game cussing people out, or are you just on the game chilling?
If it's Fortnite, sometimes, cause like, you know, these kids,
The kids is crazy, man.
bro.
and they mouths is worse than ours.
Right, and they actually good as hell on the
Yeah,
game, bro.
yeah.
And I don't play as much, so I ain't the best, but I ain't the worst, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it do get times I get heated, you feel me? I get a little heated.
That's understood. That's to be understood.
But some other hobbies though, I do a little marketing on the side. It's not a hobby now, but I turn it into a job a little bit. I do a little marketing, hosting. I've hosted for the sneaker conventions. We collaborated with the NBA, you know, Atlanta Hawks. Shout out Atlanta Hawks. We collaborated with the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, that was hard, man. I gotta interrupt because I was a part of that one too.
You was.
I stepped in the building with you.
Me?
You know what I'm saying? We stepped in with you.
You know what I'm saying?
We stepped in with you.
I also do a lot of stuff with Sky Zone, so I'm a traveling host.
That's hard.
I do a lot of entertainment. Basically, I pull up to a bunch of Sky Zone grand openings around the U.S. Hype up the crowd, hype up the kids, just make a great environment for the customers to come back. You feel me? I do that. A little bit of corporate events. What else I do? I used to draw. I don't draw as much no more. And then a little bit of directing here and there as well. If I'm not in front of the camera, I'm behind the camera directing a photo shoot or a small, like a short film or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, so sports-wise, where we at sports?
I don't watch sports as often. Ever since the bubble.
Yeah.
The NBA, you know what I'm saying? It just, unless I'm throwing in a little prize picks in, that's all I'm watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Shout out
much
to Prize Picks, man.
Shout out to Prize Picks. For sure, shout out.
For real.
Hit your boy up.
Nah, for real.
You feel me?
For real.
Commercial.
For real.
I watch football here and there, too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not big on sports because, back in middle school and high school, I was dancing, so I didn't really get into sports.
Yeah, I'm going to put you on, man. We'll make you a Carolina Panther. We'll make you a Carolina Panther, man. I know it's kind of blasphemy for where you at and where you from, but that's where I'm from, and we got my boy, the client Cam Jackson, the defensive tackle for the Carolina Panthers, number 99 this year. I'm just saying.
This guy right here.
We're the offensive rookie of the year last year, Tedderoy McMillan. I'm just saying the Panthers are looking real good. The Ravens, yeah, we play the Ravens this year, man.
Okay.
It's going down. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I am a Ravens fan. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just saying.
Got a question for you, man.
Talk to me.
When the studio coming, man?
I'm so mobile. I'm just so mobile, and to be honest with you, I'm always working in somebody's studio or working with somebody personally.
Well, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You probably one of the best interviews I met. You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate that.
I see the studio coming, bro, soon, bro. Maybe a radio station or something. I don't know. But I just got that vision, man.
I like that. What's funny is you're starting off a series, right? We're doing this right here. We ain't even gave it a name yet.
Wait, I'm the first.
You're going to be the first person, and then we're going to do these series right here. We might call it On the Bridge.
What the? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I was just about to say On the Bridge.
On the Bridge, you like that?
I swear to God.
Done deal. On the Bridge.
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 First episode on the bridge with Philly2Litty. You know what I'm saying?
On God.
You got helicopters.
What?
You got the view.
You can't beat it. You feel me? You can't beat it.
On the bridge, bro.
Well, I appreciate you, Philly, coming through, man. You always show much love, and you don't have to, man. Especially with all the success and everything you got going on. You a busy man. Everybody's always so busy. Everybody just, I'm busy. This man spending time right here on the bridge.
Yeah, bro. He hit me, what, 2 days ago?
2 days ago.
I said, yeah, let's do it Friday.
2 days ago. Matter of fact, before we get out of here, let's promote the event that's coming up too in June. We got with Unfazed.
Oh yeah, hey, Unfazed exhibit. We're running it back again with DDG. Let me get you the date, cause my mind is a little full.
I know, man. Same here. It's a lot of different dates, right? I thought it was either June 13th or the 6th, one or the other.
June 13th.
See, I told you, June 13th.
Tickets. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my peoples at Unfazed, man. They be showing so much love, so y'all show love to them. After that, they got Quavo pulling up.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss it. Yeah.
We're in the building, man. FFTV's there both times.
Yeah.
We're in the building. Wherever Philly's at, we trying to be there.
Hey, man. Wherever you at, I'm trying to be there too, bro.
Man, we're in the building, man. We're in the building. Philly, you the man. We appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you for having me, brother.
Fonzy, FFTV. Megan P behind the camera.
Yes, sir.
We out.
Yeah. Fonzy on the mic. Welcome to the bridge, where real stories live forever. On the bridge where the real ones speak.